अब इसके बारे में ज़्यादा क्या बोलूँ, एनीवे लास्ट अब बताओ।
Okay. So, are you more into poems or novels?
पोम्स।
Who is your favorite poet?
This is an Insta poet, William Watts.
Can you state like 2 favorite lines?
Lately I have been drinking alone, and
2 lines from a poem that's embedded in your heart or brain.
I'll have to think about this again. You did not ask me. You
Okay.
told me that you'll ask this. फिर से इसको कट
Okay,
करो।
we'll take the 1 line side position.
नहीं, मैं अब बताऊंगा, ये सब फिर से पूछना, ठीक है? ये सब फिर से पूछना। I'm not carrying tissue paper. Am I? तुम कट नहीं कर रहे हो, वो चल रहा है।
कैसी हो?
बढ़िया से।
हाँ, आपका नाम क्या है?
हुमानी।
आप कहाँ से आई हो?
झांसी से।
झांसी से।
हाँ।
दिल्ली में कब से हो आप?
हैं?
दिल्ली में कब से
दिल्ली
हो?
में 1 महीना से।
1 महीने से। तो आपका दिन कैसा रहा आज?
बढ़िया।
अच्छा गया?
हाँ, अच्छा गया।
कल कैसा था दिन?
ये कल भी बढ़िया है।
बढ़िया था?
हाँ।
आपके बच्चे कैसे हैं?
बच्चे बढ़िया हैं, शादी
बढ़िया।
हो गई लड़की की, लड़का
हाँ।
भी है गाँव पर।
अच्छा। तो दीदी आप अपने खाली टाइम में क्या करती हो?
ये फूल बनाते हैं, गुलदस्ते बनाते हैं,
अच्छा।
ये झालर बनाते हैं,
हाँ, आपको वो करना पसंद
वो
है?
करना पसंद है।
हाँ। आपको ज़्यादा खाली वक्त मिलता है?
हाँ,
ज़्यादा मतलब अपने लिए वक्त मिलता है आपको, या फिर सारा काम में निकल जाता
हाँ
है?
मिलता है।
मिलता है?
हाँ।
अच्छा लगता है?
अच्छा लगता है।
आपको परिवार के साथ ज़्यादा बैठना पसंद है या फिर अकेले में?
परिवार से बैठता है, बढ़िया हंसते हैं, बैठते हैं,
अच्छा लगता है?
वो बहुत बड़ा परिवार है हमारा।
अच्छा। तो आपका पसंदीदा फिल्म कौन सा है?
गदा है।
गदार।
हाँ।
आपको गदार में सबसे ज़्यादा कौन पसंद है?
गाना
गाना? उसमें कौन सा गाना?
ये छोटी सी जिंदगी में राती ननिया ननिया,
हाँ,
घर
2
आजा
लाइन गा सकते
परदेसी।
हो?
हाँ,
2 लाइन गा सकते हो उसका?
घर आजा परदेसी।
घर आजा
फिर
परदेसी।
हाँ।
हाँ, अच्छा। वो भी एक गाना है ना, मैं निकला गड्डी लेके, वो पसंद है आपको?
हाँ। मैं निकला वो गदले के
हाँ।
नीचे से, सड़क पर एक मोड़ आया, मैं एक दिल छोड़ आया।
अरे वाह, क्या गाया है। तो गद्दार दूसरा पार्ट निकला है उसका, देखने जाओगे आप?
हाँ।
नया नया निकला है गद्दार का फिल्म।
ध्यान नहीं है बेटा,
नहीं।
देखते नहीं है, काम करते हैं ज़्यादा।
अच्छा, यहाँ का ज़्यादा काम।
हाँ, लेकिन टीवी भी है।
हाँ। तो अभी कौन सा फिल्म देखा है आपने? अभी
नहीं देखा है।
अभी नहीं देखा है? आपका सबसे पसंदीदा हीरो कौन है?
गोविंदा।
गोविंदा। गोविंदा की कौन सी फिल्म पसंद है आपको?
इसमें नाम नहीं आती,
नाम याद?
आप बता।
हाँ, मैंने गोविंदा का हीरो नंबर 1 देखा है।
हाँ,
और कूली नंबर 1 देखा है।
कुली नंबर 1।
हाँ।
3 फिल्में आती हैं, 3 हीरोइन आती हैं।
हाँ हाँ, वो अच्छा है। तो आपको अपने खाली टाइम में, मतलब आपने बोला कि आपको फूल ये सब करना ज़्यादा पसंद है, उसके अलावा कुछ और पसंद है?
हाँ, खेत पे जाते हैं,
खेत
एक
में?
घास आस पटाते हैं, खेत पे काम करते हैं।
हाँ।
खेत पे।
अच्छा। और दिल्ली में आके आप क्या करते हो खाली
दिल्ली में चुनाई प्लास्टर करते हैं।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
हाँ। और आपके कितने बच्चे हैं?
2 बच्चे,
छोटे हैं?
लड़की की शादी हो गई,
हाँ।
लड़का भी है, BSc कर रहा है।
अच्छा। आपको पता है आपकी लड़की क्या करती होगी अपने खाली टाइम में? आपकी जो बेटी है वो खाली टाइम में क्या करती होगी?
खाली टाइम में सिलाई करती है।
सिलाई करती है?
हाँ।
उनको पसंद है?
हाँ।
आपके लिए कुछ सिला है?
हाँ। सिलाई करती हैं।
हाँ।
पालाई को काम भी करती हैं।
अच्छा अच्छा,
कपड़ा
ठीक है। और दिन कैसा जा रहा है?
बढ़िया है।
बढ़िया। थैंक यू, इतना ही।
ये तो नहीं आएंगे ना पैर?
नहीं नहीं, बस
वगैरह।
इतना बता रही थी। आप मेरे को देखना, ये ना थोड़ा तेज बोलना, थोड़ा नीचे कर दो, फोन थोड़ा नीचे कर दो, थोड़ा और, बस यार, सीधा रखना, बनाइए। मेरे को देखना ना, कैमरा नहीं मेरे को। ठीक। तो नमस्ते दीदी, मैं WDC से आई हूँ। आपका नाम क्या है?
आरती।
आरती।
हाँ जी।
हाँ। तो आपका दिन कैसा गया?
मेरा दिन तो बहुत अच्छा गया है।
और महीना कैसा गया?
महीना भी ठीक ठाक ही है।
अच्छा गया।
हाँ।
हाँ। तो आपको जब खाली टाइम मिलता है तो आप क्या करते हैं?
खाली टाइम मिलता है तो म्यूज़िक वगैरह सुन लेती हूँ फ़ोन में, या फिर वीडियोस देख लेती हूँ।
आपका लाइक पसंदीदा म्यूजिशियन कौन है?
म्यूजिशियन ऐसा कुछ खास नहीं है, जो भी म्यूज़िक अच्छा लगता है वो मैं सुन लेती हूँ। ऐसा कोई प्रॉपर एक नहीं है।
हाँ, कोई पसंदीदा गाना है?
चला पंखा।
कोई पसंदीदा गाना है?
पसंदीदा गाना तो वैसे तो मैं पंजाबी सॉन्ग ही सुनती हूँ ज़्यादातर,
हाँ।
और श्याम बाबा के गाने सुनती हूँ, भजन सुनती हूँ।
अच्छा।
तो मोस्टली तो श्याम बाबा जी के भजन ही सुनती हूँ।
हाँ।
कभी कभार पंजाबी सॉन्ग सुन लेती हूँ।
आपने कोई अभी कोई फिलहाल में कोई मूवी पिक्चर देखा है?
फिलहाल में मूवी तो देखने का टाइम ही नहीं होता। कुछ कुछ कभी देख लेती हूँ थोड़ा बहुत ऐसे।
तो आपको खाने में क्या पसंद है?
खाने में खाने में तो मैं नॉनवेज ही पसंद करती हूँ, वो भी स्पाइसी सा। तो कभी कभी चिकन टिक्का फेवरेट है मेरा।
अच्छा, तो मान लो कि एक दिन आपके पास कोई काम नहीं है, ना कॉलेज का ना घर का, आपके पास आपके लिए टाइम है, तो आप क्या करोगे उस टाइम?
उस टाइम मैं पूरा दिल्ली घूमना चाहूँगी।
दिल्ली घूमना जाओगे? अकेले या किसी के साथ?
मेरी फैमिली होगी तो ज़्यादा बेटर रहेगा।
हाँ, तो आपको अपने साथ टाइम स्पेंड करना अच्छा लगता है या फैमिली फ्रेंड के साथ?
अपने साथ तो नहीं, फैमिली के साथ ज़्यादा
पसंद है?
हाँ पसंद है।
तो बचपन में आपको कुछ करना पसंद था? कुछ खेलना या गाना या दौड़, मतलब बचपन में
बचपन
कुछ
में
शौक था किसी चीज़ का?
बचपन से ही बस म्यूज़िक का थोड़ा सा शौक रहा है, वो ही सुनती हूँ।
दो लाइन गा सकती हो?
2 लाइन
हाँ, कोई भी गाने का 2 लाइन।
अभी तो याद ही नहीं आ रहा है।
भजन ही गाते हो?
हारा हूँ बाबा बस तुझ पे भरोसा है, जीतूंगा एक दिन मेरा दिल ये कहता है।
अरे वाह, अच्छा गाया आपने। ठीक है, तो हाँ, बस इतना ही है हमारा क्वेश्चन।
थैंक यू। थैंक यू।
स्टाफ रूम में ही कर लेते, एसी थी एटलीस्ट। तो क्या हो गया, यहाँ लोग नहीं हैं।
दूसरे लोग बैठे हैं, बाहर के लोग।
So sir, when I say about women at leisure, what's the first thing that comes in your mind?
The first thing that comes are of course women not doing anything, which is something very, difficult to imagine, right?
Okay.
I mean, because I've seen women around me always doing something, even when they are not doing anything, they are actually doing something. So it's something that's very difficult for me to imagine, thinking about women that I encounter in my everyday life.
So sir, as you said, it's difficult to imagine. Do you have any sisters?
Yeah, I do have one sister.
So what do you think she does as a leisure activity?
Again, something that I never gave a thought, but I have seen her. I mean, now she has 3 cats, which my friends know about, and most of her time goes in, looking after those cats. Apart from that, can't recall. I mean,
What's your idea of leisure? Is it spending time alone or spending time with your friends?
I like to stay alone. I like to, go on random walks alone, just with my earpods on. So yeah, mostly alone.
So comparing this, do you think your sister has more time at leisure or you have more time in comparison?
I think it's a very difficult question to answer because this is something that I, didn't think about before. But I think I have more time at leisure. Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. Yeah. I think I have more time.
Yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Yeah. So I have to look at her.
Me.
Yeah.
Don't feel time for conscious.
But I'm trying to be older enough not to be.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So, hi ma'am. I'm Hi ma'am. I'm from WDC. How are you? How was your day?
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, hectic as usual on Saturdays.
Any highlight of the day?
Nothing much. I managed to watch a little bit of Netflix in the morning. It was raining and the weather looked nice. So
Okay.
I mean, I kind of felt like
Good highlight.
yeah.
So, what's your name? Can you introduce yourself?
I am Binuja Verma.
Hmm.
I stay in Venki campus. My husband teaches here, and by profession I am a scientist. I work in genomics
Oh.
in cancer specifically,
Okay.
and I work in TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, and I have a very hectic work schedule. Yeah, so.
But your
Uh,
career is very impressive.
Kind of, yeah. I like at least the research part of the work that I do a lot, and I like working in human health
Oh.
and diseases. So that is kind of pushing me to go to work.
Okay.
At least most of the days. I mean,
Okay. So, is there any childhood leisure activity that you still remember and kind of want to do?
okay. I was more of a reading person all throughout. Basically, stories. I mean, I used to always have a book in my hand while eating, while walking. So these days I feel I don't get that much time to read. Probably my concentration levels have also gone down. So I kind of don't get long hours of uninterrupted reading. That's something which I don't. Like you sit in a train and I mean, you don't have anything else to do and you have a book. Those days are gone probably. This air travel alone does not give you that much time to.
True. It's 3 hours.
Yeah, true.
So, is there any favorite movie that you have watched recently
I
or
wo-
series?
Oh yeah. Surprisingly, I just read about a series called Made in Heaven in Amazon Prime, and initially when I saw it, I was thinking it's some reality show or something like that with a lot of heavily made up men and women. But I read about it and started watching.
Okay.
Really and enjoying. I'm watching it back to back now. I
Okay.
mean,
Any favorite character that stood out to you?
Yes, definitely. For some reason, like the photographer, of that. Probably I like the actor. I've seen him in one of the earlier ones,
Okay.
and I kind of like the way he is coming in very uninterruptedly into the narration, but leaves a mark at the end, and the way he follows the characters.
Okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, if I give you an option to read a book or watch Made in Heaven, what will you choose?
I wish I could say read a book, but probably I've started enjoying watching movies or series more because for some reason, reading book has become a little taxing on me these days.
Okay.
But I still keep buying books in the pretext that I'll read it. But,
Any book that you really love, like throughout your life? Any one book that's your favorite?
oh, nothing, nobody. I mean, it's like no one other than Marquez.
Okay.
Gabriel Garcia Marquez, in and out. I mean, I would read. Even now, I tend to read a couple of pages once in a while just to get onto that, feeling.
Okay.
It's one and only Gabriel Marquez.
Okay. So, when I say about women at leisure, what's the first idea that comes to your mind?
Cleaning home, which most of us do. That's, we have, I think, deceived ourselves thinking that it's a good way of de-stressing good way of, making use of your spare time and conveniently convert it into an activity which is, to maintain a household actually. And I have heard women saying, including myself, I feel that I switch on to some music and clean up cupboards, kitchen, scrub. But I think it's a kind of, probably for us easier way to do more work at home. We
So
converted that into a
So
nice.
what do you do for leisure
Uh,
in your free time?
I try to watch as much as possible movies, and earlier times it was more going to movie halls, but nowadays it's mostly at home.
Streaming online.
Yeah, streaming online. Then I do a little bit of gardening, which I used to enjoy a lot. Like 5 o'clock in the morning, I would get and do a lot of gardening. But these days, again, it has become more of co-driven. I have a garden now. I need to maintain it. But because I've reached an age where a lot of other, elderly care. a lot of things too, and also you will reach a particular point in your career where you bring your work home. And post-pandemic that we have started working at home, most of our work has, kind of entered into the weekends also. So, I hardly say that, there is no, while I'm doing gardening, I'm thinking about the presentations that I have to make.
Okay.
So, I wish I could say otherwise, but that's the truth.
Your body is enjoying, but your mind is working.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, true.
So let's say if you have an entire day of no responsibilities, only to yourself, no family, no work. Sounds good, right?
Yeah.
What will you do?
Ah, nice. I want the home to myself.
Okay.
Probably. I will not go out. There have been a couple of times it had happened that there is no child at home, the spouse is at home somewhere else. And you have the home to yourself. I do still end up doing a lot of house related work, but then it's your pace, it's your time. Probably taking bath without interruption. In that context, I used to take a lot of travel. I travel a lot as part of my work. For some reason, I would look forward, though it's guilt-ridden because you feel that you're leaving your child at home. There are a lot of things you are leaving while you're traveling, and you have to manage a lot of things at home, even remote on the phone, telling the helper what to do, what not to do. But still, I for some reason like to stay in a hotel for a couple of days.
And
Probably, getting the breakfast and important I realize that it's taking bath without the added associated things which you otherwise do, because otherwise what women do is, I'll tell you, most of the women, this happen, even people of my career also, we tend to clean up the bathroom, scrub the tiles, wash basin, there is something or the other we would locate some work. Probably we are more tuned to looking at or identifying objects of work or something like that, So effectively you will get probably 80 seconds of bath time, and rest of the time you are arranging things, grabbing or cleaning or washing. That generally doesn't happen when you stay in a hotel.
Yeah, true. Okay.
True.
So do you have any children?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
Okay. So what do you think her idea of leisure is?
I have a daughter who is 18 plus, okay, and probably she's hooked on to her Insta, and I wish she could go out more. Because when we studied while in college, the big plus of leaving home, and roaming around was I do understand studying was important, but I would say more important was going out for movies, to do our own hanging around, I wish they could do more.
So do you think your daughter has more time at leisure or you?
The urban living actually strips off a lot of things, because there is no charm, in this kind of a living. Where to go? Probably she has more time because she has helpers, she has electronic gadgets to take care of household work, but unlike us who would take a lot of help our parents in our time, probably she doesn't have to do all those things, but probably her brain is more cluttered than us. Ours.
Point.
Yeah.
Same here.
And also she also does not have the luxury of having an extended family functions. Those are all stripped off in the urban living,
True. So, do you like to spend time alone or with your family?
It's mixed.
Hmm.
Nowadays, it's alone.
Okay.
But politically correct, I need to say it should be with family. It doesn't. I mean, at times I crave for my time because I am mostly out of my home.
Okay.
So there are times when I wish that we could spend time. But even if you're spending, we are either looking at our phones or reading something or answering to some telephone calls. So I mean that way, I don't remember, maybe 20 years back.
We'll end the interview with the last question. What's your favorite song?
Oh, I like a couple of songs, but I think I like one sad song. Is it okay?
It's okay. Any song is okay. It's your choice.
I don't know. When I feel very down, the songs makes me all the more low. But I still like to hear it. I like the song from Matches, "Pani Pani Re" by Lata Mangeshkar and Gulzar's
Okay.
lyrics, and I like it a lot. I mean,
Can
that
you sing?
it suits me a lot, and I most of the time tears comes into my eyes listening to it. But for some reason, after listening to it, I feel much better.
Can you sing 2 lines of it?
My God, I'm a very bad singer.
It's okay.
Pani pani re, more pani re, नैनों में भर जा, नींदे खाली कर जा.
You sing great.
No,
You
my
should
daughter
sing
sings
more.
very nice.
Okay.
She's a trained Carnatic singer.
Oh.
But I don't know, for some reason I'm hooked onto this song, and at times I listen to it a lot.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
I hope it went well.
It went great.
Thank you.
नमस्ते दीदी, मैं WDC से हूँ. आप अपना नाम बता सकते हो?
हाँ, मेरा नाम दीपा.
दीपा. तो आपका दिन कैसा गया अभी तक?
बहुत अच्छा गया मेरा दिन आज. तो हम खाली बैठे थे, सैटरडे का दिन है, छुट्टी का दिन है, इसलिए तो हम खाली बैठे थे, मज़े में गया.
खाना वाना खाया?
खाना वाना बस हो रही तैयारियाँ खाने की, अभी खाया नहीं है.
तो ये पूरा महीना कैसा गया?
बढ़िया गया.
बढ़िया गया?
हाँ जी.
अच्छा गया. इस महीने कोई मूवी देखा, कोई फिल्म देखा?
नहीं, वैसे मैं मूवी पसंद नहीं करती हूँ.
अच्छा, पसंद
इसलिए
नहीं करती.
हाँ.
कोई ऐसी मूवी है जो आपको पसंद हो?
हम आपके हैं कौन.
हम आपके हैं कौन? अरे वाह. तो आपके पसंदीदा एक्टर कौन है, हीरो?
एक्टर तो मेरी जूही चावला.
जूही चावला.
हाँ, और सुनील शेट्टी.
सुनील शेट्टी. अच्छा, तो अच्छी बात है. तो आपने बोला आपको मूवी देखना पसंद है, आपको गाने सुनना पसंद है?
हाँ जी.
किसी गाने सुनते हो आप?
मैं लता मंगेशकर, पुराने सॉन्ग, ओल्ड सॉन्ग
Old
सुनती हूँ.
songs,
हाँ जी.
2 लाइन गा सकती हो?
नहीं, गाना तो नहीं आता, सॉरी.
हाँ, कोई नहीं. हाँ, तो आंटी, अगर आपका फ्री टाइम होता है तो आप क्या करती हो खाली टाइम में?
मैं खाली टाइम पे से सोना पसंद करती हूँ.
सोना पसंद
हाँ.
करती हो? Same.
बाकी मुझे और कुछ पसंद नहीं.
हाँ.
एक या तो संगीत सुन लूँगी
हाँ.
या फिर सोना पसंद है.
अच्छा, आपकी बेटियाँ हैं?
नहीं, मेरे 2 बेटे हैं.
2 बेटे हैं.
हाँ जी.
उनको अगर खाली टाइम में बोलो क्या करते हैं?
बड़ा बेटा तो खैर थोड़ा मेरे घर में काम में हाथ बटा लेता, और छोटा वाला मोबाइल चलाता.
मोबाइल से?
हाँ जी.
तो आपको बचपन में कोई कुछ हॉबी था, मतलब कुछ करना पसंद था, एक्टिविटी कुछ?
हाँ, मतलब मुझे जॉब, गवर्नमेंट जॉब की चॉइस थी, लेकिन हो नहीं पाया.
हाँ, मतलब नाचना गाना कुछ पसंद था?
नाचना गाना नहीं, मुझे ऐसा कुछ पसंद नहीं था.
नहीं था?
नहीं.
आप खेलती थी बचपन में?
नहीं.
नहीं.
NCC करा था मैंने.
NCC
NCC, हाँ, मतलब मुझे पुलिस में जाना ये पसंद.
अच्छा.
जी.
तो अगर आपको मैं एक ऐसा दिन दूँ जब आपको कोई काम नहीं करना, ना कॉलेज का, ना घर का, ना कहीं का, तो आप क्या करोगे उस दिन अपने लिए?
अपने लिए अभी तो कुछ कर नहीं पाऊंगी, अब तो एज हो गई.
नहीं, मज़े के लिए, बस टाइम पास के लिए.
अच्छा, टाइम का पास के लिए मुझे घूमना फिरना पसंद है. वैसे तीर्थ स्थानों में जाना पसंद है.
तो आप घूमोगे.
हाँ.
थैंक यू.
थैंक यू.
Hi, I'm Nandini.
How are you? How's college?
I'm great. It's just been like 2 days, but so far I'm finding it pretty good.
So, what are the new shows or movies or songs that you're currently binging on?
Okay, so as per show, I recently watched Heartstopper this Sunday only. Extremely huge fan.
Same here.
Great job, even at the books.
Okay.
I read them all and they're all super amazing.
what is your idea about leisure?
So my idea about leisure would be just doing whatever you like whatever you feel is something that gives you peace. I believe that's amazing. For me personally, I would say it would be reading or writing. That's very cliche. I don't write too often, I don't read too often, but whenever I do, I really enjoy it. Like I can feel enjoying myself.
That's a good idea. So, do you like spending time alone or chit-chatting with your friends or in a group of or with a group of friends?
Okay, so I have like this something called social battery. Like a lot of people have it, but when I'm feeling myself, when I feel like the vibe is kind of the same, that's super amazing time to just interact with others. I really enjoy deep conversations, so definitely a very outspoken person. But apart from that, I also enjoy myself being alone. But sometimes it gets depressing, so let's just not go there.
Understandable. So, what do you do to spend your time if you have zero responsibilities and you have a lot of free time? What do you do then?
I introspect a lot, so that's something that I've like maybe learned from my seniors. I've had a lot of good mentors in my life up till now. It's been just 17 years, but okay. So I really like introspection. So yeah, something would be that. Not going into overthinking, but yeah, good introspection. Like when you can feel good about yourself, maybe appreciate yourself if you can.
That's a nice advice. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
मैं पकड़ लेती हूँ ऐसे पकड़ लो हेलो
हाय
आपका नाम क्या है
प्रियांशु
कौन से ग्रेड में हो
हाँ
कौन से क्लास में हो
थर्ड
क्लास में हो आपकी फेवरेट मूवी कौन सी है
ये मेरी फैमिली
ये मेरी फैमिली कार्टून देखते हो
हाँ
कौन सा फेवरेट कार्टून है
कार्टून नहीं
शोज कौन से शोज
जैसे तारक मेहता
अच्छा उसमें कौन फेवरेट है आपका
तारक मेहता
चलो बढ़िया आपका बेस्ट फ्रेंड कौन है सिमो आप अपने फ्री टाइम में क्या करते हो
खेलता हूँ या कुछ क्राफ्ट
करते
या
टीवी फेवरेट एक्टिविटी क्या है आपका
साइकिलिंग
बहुत करना पसंद है
हाँ
आप गेम्स खेलते हो
हाँ
फेवरेट गेम
पिट्ठू
किस साथ खेलते हो किसके साथ खेलते हो
पहले खेलता था
अच्छा
अब ज़्यादा लोग नहीं है
आपकी बहन है
नहीं
मम्मी है ना
हाँ
मम्मी से टाइम स्पेंड करते हो
हाँ
अच्छा लगता है
हाँ
आपको क्या लगता है कि मम्मी फ्री टाइम में क्या करती होंगी जब आप स्कूल गए तो मम्मी क्या करती होगी घर पे काम करती है पर फ्री टाइम में क्या करती होगी जब
फ्री टाइम जब मम्मी को मिलता ही नहीं है
अच्छा अरे क्या आप अपनी मम्मी के लिए क्या करोगे ताकि उनको अच्छा लगे
कार्ड या DIY या कुछ भी
बना के दोगे आई मम्मी को फेवरेट मम्मी है या पापा
मम्मी
अच्छा पक्का
हाँ
मम्मी कैमरा के पीछे से तो नहीं बोला
हाँ
मम्मी कैमरा के पीछे मम्मी फेवरेट है ओके आपको डांस पसंद है
नहीं
नहीं पसंद गाना पसंद है
हाँ
एक गाना गा दोगे मेरे लिए
ओ मेरे माये जिन्ना सोना ना कोई हो या ना कोई हो दे मैं पिस्तल दे आओ सोना बाखुदा
अरे वाह अच्छा गाया आपने और फेवरेट एक्टर कौन है
शाहरुख
खान अच्छा आपके पापा यहाँ पे ही है ना
हाँ
तो आपको क्या लगता है कि आपके पापा फ्री टाइम में क्या करते होंगे
वो भी फेसबुक
देखते हैं आप क्या करते थे अपने फ्री टाइम में
मैं फ़ोन ही चलाता हूँ उसमें ज़्यादातर शॉर्ट्स
देखते यूट्यूब में अच्छा आजकल ज़्यादा फ्री टाइम मिलता है
नहीं
क्यों
क्योंकि अब थर्ड में आ गया तो ज़्यादा काम है
अच्छा चलो ठीक है थैंक यू बाय
थैंक यू बाय
हाँ अरे दोनों के एक साथ शॉट ले लेते हैं ना हाँ Hi, how was your day?
My day has been good so far.
What's your name?
My name is Rupali, but you can call me Vairag too because that's my pen name.
Okay, that's cute. What did you do for your entire vacation?
Entire vacation I have watched a lot a lot of anime.
Okay. So what's your favorite anime by far?
My favorite anime is Naruto.
Did you finish Naruto?
You cannot complete it. It has like 2 separate seasons. Like it has 3 seasons though, but for now it has 2 separate seasons. In which in one season there are 9 different seasons, and in what other season there are 21 other seasons.
That's a lot to catch up with.
Yeah.
So what is your idea of leisure?
My idea of leisure will be me lying on my bed while I'm listening to songs that I like, or me dancing alone while no one is watching.
So what's your current playlist been?
Current playlist been, it's a lot of different songs, like for example, one song is Dos Oruguitas, that is from the movie animation movie The Red, and one song is Lacrimosas. It's like a very diverse playlist.
Okay, that's good. What is your idea of women and leisure?
Women and leisure. Well, to be honest, it's kinda little hard to imagine a woman at being a leisure position, because we have seen women like working and like contributing to like household chores, because our environment is that particular environment where women are not like allowed leisure that much. One thing that I would like to say ki for women, I have seen the leisure is when they watch TV.
Okay.
And they watch serials. I think that is the leisure as I see it.
That's a good answer. हाय आंटी, मैं WDC से हूँ।
अच्छा,
तो आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम संतोष बाथम और मैं श्री वेंकटेश कॉलेज में रहती हूँ, स्टाफ क्वार्टर 7 नंबर।
अच्छा, आपका दिन कैसे जा रहा है?
बहुत अच्छा जा रहा है।
ये साल अभी तक कैसा गया?
बहुत अच्छा गया।
बहुत अच्छा गया।
हाँ।
तो आपकी कोई फेवरेट मूवी है?
हाँ जी।
कौन सी?
कुछ कुछ होता है।
कुछ कुछ होता है।
हाँ।
तो आपकी फेवरेट एक्टर शाहरुख खान है?
हाँ जी।
अच्छा, शाहरुख खान की सबसे फेवरेट फिल्म?
अच्छा, फेवरेट फिल्म बादशाह।
बादशाह। अच्छा, अभी रिसेंटली कोई आपने फिल्म देखा है?
हाँ, वो देखिए जो वो
कौन सा?
अभी वो नहीं है उसकी रक्षक पिक्चर देखिए।
रक्षक।
हाँ।
हाँ, ठीक है। तो आपको अच्छा लगा वो फिल्म?
हाँ, अच्छा लगा। रियल थी इसलिए काफ़ी अच्छी लगी।
हाँ, आप गाने सुनती हो?
हाँ जी।
कैसे गाने?
सारे गाने सुन लेते हैं और ज़्यादा पुराने गाने, ओल्ड। हाँ।
फेवरेट गाना कौन सा है?
चक दे इंडिया।
2 लाइन गा दोगी?
चक दे इंडिया, चक दे इंडिया।
सही है। तो और कोई फेवरेट म्यूजिशियन है आपका?
हाँ।
कौन?
गुरदास मान।
अच्छा, ठीक है। तो अगर आपको जब फ्री टाइम मिलता है तो आप क्या करती हो?
फेसबुक देखती
हो? उसके अलावा और क्या करती हो?
बस वही देखती हूँ।
हाँ,
बस उस वही बाकी देखती हूँ।
तो मान लो कि आपको एक दिन पूरा आपको कोई काम नहीं है, कहीं से भी कोई काम नहीं है, बस आपके पास बहुत टाइम है, तो आप क्या करोगी?
पूरे दिन फेसबुक ही देखती हूँ।
पूरे दिन फेसबुक। चलो भाई। और आपके बच्चे हैं?
हाँ जी।
वो क्या करते हैं उनके खाली टाइम में?
वो स्कूल जाता है, स्कूल टाइम करते हैं, बाकी होमवर्क करता है। हाँ। ऑनलाइन क्लास है उसकी। अच्छा। वही करता है।
उसके अलावा क्या करते हैं, मतलब
खेलने के वो शाम को ग्राउंड में खेलते हैं।
अच्छा।
इसलिए फुटबॉल वगैरह खेलता है। साइकिलिंग करता है।
अच्छा। तो बचपन में आप कुछ था, शौक था किसी चीज़ का?
बहुत शौक थे। पेड़ पे चढ़ना, जामुन तोड़ना।
अभी तो नहीं हो पाएगा ना?
हाँ, अब तो हो पाएगा, कर मिल जाए तो। हमारे यहाँ तो बाग था पूरा।
अच्छा।
हाँ।
और खाने में क्या पसंद है आपको सबसे ज़्यादा?
खाने में?
हाँ।
ग्रीन सब्जी।
हाँ।
साग और मक्के की रोटी।
अच्छा। आपको क्या लगता है कि जो औरतें हैं वो अपने खाली टाइम में क्या करती होंगी?
आजकल तो फेसबुक है वही देखती हैं, खाली टाइम में कुछ नहीं है, बस भजन कीर्तन करते हैं।
अच्छा अच्छा
हाँ, भजन कीर्तन कर लेते हैं।
ठीक है बस
हाँ
थैंक
ठीक है,
यू
ओके, थैंक यू सो मच।
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine.
What's your name? What's your
Sonali.
course?
BCom honors.
Okay, so you're fresher.
Yeah, I'm fresh.
How's college treating you?
It's been 2 days, so it's going good. Yeah, we have.
Did you enjoy?
Yeah, kind of.
That's nice. So, again, do you like to spend time alone or with friends?
Actually, both. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about what's your current playlist. What all songs are you like listening to right now on repeat?
Actually, it's Sister.
Okay.
Obsessed. I'm
Okay.
obsessed with that song, of course. And it's English song basically. Yeah, that's all. Bollywood song I just sing.
Are you a foodie by any chance?
Yeah, I'm foodie.
Okay. So, what are your favorite dishes?
It's chili potato, pizza, like this, all the things. Junk food I like the most.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what is your idea of leisure? What do you do for fun?
For fun, I used to see web series. I just read novels, watching reels, and work upon my skills. So yeah, that's all I do.
So, if I give you a choice between watching a documentary or reading a novel, what
Yeah.
would you choose?
I would choose novel.
Novel?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're more of a reader than.
Yeah.
Okay, I would choose the opposite, but okay.
Yeah.
यार बहुत गर्मी लग रही है यार।
अब समझे ना?
Shit यार।
Hi, sir. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nishant Prakash. I teach English at the Department of English, Sri Venkateshwar College.
How has your day been so far?
Day has been boring, and I've also taken to the habit of sometimes taking naps during the day, which has been very disruptive for my day-to-day professional life.
That sounds good. The nap part only. So we had a month-long vacation. What did you do during that entire month?
First of all, I did not personally. All the teachers did not have a month-long vacation, but whatever time we could get, I watched movies, Oppenheimer, Barbie. I read a couple of books, which I've been putting off for some time. So whatever we could do, and also of course you also spend a lot of time on OTT platforms, so there's that too.
Okay. So what's the favorite movie by far, or and a favorite character?
By far, life.
No, you can take
1
life.
month.
No, sir, life you can pick.
I'm a fan of Nolan actually. So I've watched a lot of his films. I mean, actually all of his films. Inception particularly and Interstellar. These are the movies. I actually like films which deal with certain kind of intensity, which have a certain thrill to them. So because of that, I've been a fan of Nolan, I guess, because he deals with this kind of individual identity who's rooted in a lot of conflicts. What was the other part? Character.
Yeah.
Characters, I mean, that's a difficult one because there have been so many. And recently I'm watching Succession actually. And it has Succession, one of the good things about that show is that they invest a lot into the characters. And if you look at their acting, you'll not be able to find flaws, individual actors. So that particularly, whenever you watch, so the thing about characters particularly is whenever you are reading something interesting or watching something interesting, you become invested in that character so much that for the time being, you start liking them. Sometimes you even emulate their behavior, right? Whenever I read Murakami, who's one of my favorite writers, he has these passive heroes that he creates who don't want to do anything, and I can relate to that impulse so much, but they end up being in situations, scenarios, circumstances where they get stuck in these conflicts again, Nolan-esque conflicts where they have to do something, they're forced to take action. So there's that.
Okay. So sir, if I give you option on, you can watch a 1-hour documentary on how Christopher Nolan made the movie, of him telling you how he directed it, or a Christopher Nolan movie, or the favorite book your favorite author. You have to choose between one. What would you choose?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Do I have to?
Yeah.
I think I'll choose how Nolan has directed the film, because I've watched all of his films, some of them number of times. Books also I can read. I've been reading books as well. I think something that would add to my knowledge maybe would be how he's actually working behind cinema. I've actually watched some of his interviews as well, so I know how he works. He even draws them out on a whiteboard to show you how Memento is working, or the timeline is working. But yeah, I think that's the option.
Okay. So did you watch Oppenheimer recently?
Yes, I did.
What did you like the most about the movie?
I mean, personally, I thought it's a bit slow. I mean, of course, there's a lot of politics which is also going on, which has to be understood. Personally, I thought Murphy's acting was actually very good. I thought he was able to bring the character to life in a lot of instances. In terms of writing, I thought maybe this was not Nolan's best work. But the acting wise, I thought Murphy had really nailed the central character.
Okay, that's great. So, sir, as you said, you didn't have a month of vacation, right?
Yeah.
So, if given a situation that you're entirely free, you have no work to do, what will be your leisure then at that point?
Leisure activity.
Yeah.
Okay, can I be honest and then be diplomatic? I'd like to sleep. I sleep a lot. Like I mentioned, I sleep during days, I sleep during the night. But apart from that, the things that I like to do, I like to play chess. I like to read. I like to also watch stuff. So all of this would then go into, free time activity, I guess.
So this is your idea of leisure.
Yeah, I think spending time with yourself, right, where you don't have any kind of pressure, external pressure, like a clock ticking, right? I think that's probably, and something that you first, generally, I personally think when you're spending time with yourself and where you don't have external pressure, and where you don't have to think about the external factors, like you don't have to think about, you have to get to college, you have to finish something, where you can just engross yourself in the activity that you're enjoying at the moment, which can be anything, right? Like playing chess also. I think that's my definition of free time activity. Yeah.
So what do you think about the idea of women at leisure?
Women at leisure. Actually, growing up in a middle class family, I did not have any sisters, but I do have a mom, and I've seen her work through the entirety of the day, every day for the past 27, 28 years that I've been with her. And when it comes to women, a lot of, and you know this, right? A lot of the work that they put into the home is seen as something which is not productive enough, right? So they, and I've seen this happen actually in my own home, that, dad would come in and say, okay, what did you do the entire day? You had the entire day to yourself, and what exactly? You did some stuff, right? Like cooking, maybe cleaning also. But what does that amount to? That kind of questioning which comes in. I think women should also get that kind of opportunity where they can just sit back and relax. So sometimes I try to, tell my mom, okay, if you want to go out somewhere on Sundays, or if you want, we can order in, so that you don't have to cook, because I don't know how to cook very well. So generally she has to cook every time that we are having a meal at home. So this actually, I feel, a time where they can just be themselves, be with themselves, and also being with the family as well is also something that people enjoy. I personally don't, but so that kind of a thing, right?
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
हाय, तो आपका नाम क्या है?
मेरा नाम विराज है।
आपको अभी तक कॉलेज कैसा लगा? आप फ्रेशर हो ना?
हाँ, कॉलेज तो मतलब अभी तक ठीक ही लगा कॉलेज वैसे।
आप आजकल क्या देखते हो टीवी में या फिर सीरीज़ में, क्या देखते हो आजकल?
आजकल अभी तो फ़िलहाल कुछ देखना नहीं हो पा रहा। आप फ्रेशर हैं तो ये सब ऑफिशियल नोटिफिकेशन आते रहते हैं, बाकी ये सब इधर ही निकल जाता, मतलब सब्जेक्ट के बारे में जानते रहते हैं, यूट्यूब पे देखते रहते हैं, इसी में टाइम निकल जाता
अच्छा, तो आपकी बहनें हैं
है।
कितने?
2
तो वो आपसे छोटे हैं या बड़े हैं?
बड़ी है।
ओके, तो क्या आपने देखा कि वो अपने फ्री टाइम में क्या करते हैं दोनों?
अपने फ्री टाइम में अपना काम देखते हैं, जैसे कि एक बड़ी बहन है वो सिलाई करती है, बाकी एक ऐसी है मतलब वो अपना घर के काम करती है।
घर के काम के अलावा वो मतलब अपने लिए मज़े के लिए क्या करते हैं वो?
अपने लिए क्या टीवी देख लेते हैं।
अच्छा, और आपकी मम्मी क्या करती होंगी वो फ्री टाइम में?
फ्री टाइम में ऐसी वो भी टीवी देख लेती हैं।
अच्छा, और आप क्या करते हैं अपने फ्री टाइम में?
मैं अपना फ्री टाइम में मूवीज़ देखता हूँ, पढ़ाई करता हूँ।
ओके, तो आपको क्या लगता है कि आपके मदर या फिर सिस्टर उनके पास ज़्यादा फ्री टाइम है आपसे या फिर कम?
उनके पास कम फ्री टाइम है, मेरे पास ज़्यादा है।
अच्छा, ओके, थैंक यू।
Right.
Can we start? Ma'am, it's okay.
I've never done the camera things. It's very frustrating to just have it there.
Just look at me. This doesn't exist.
I don't even click selfies, and I just said okay to this.
It's okay.
All right. We'll start again, right?
Yeah.
All right. So from the beginning, like name and all.
I'll start again.
Acha, ठीक है.
You can just say your name,
Acha.
department you're from, and faculty member.
Acha, ठीक है. I don't have to go beyond that, right?
Yeah,
ठीक है.
just that.
Ma'am, even if you do like in the flow, it's completely alright. Like it's not.
ठीक है. I mean,
Like you can just see
I was
everything.
like, I realized there was a camera here. So. All right.
It's okay. If you want to, you can say about
Yeah, you can say whatever
where
you want.
where you graduated from. If you want, you can say that as well.
That's not necessary. I guess you just go on with the questions.
Okay.
Right.
You can start. Hi, ma'am. We're from WDC. So, could you please introduce yourself?
So, hello. My name is Tejaswini, and I've recently joined SVC as a faculty member, and I teach English here.
Okay. How have you been these days? How was life?
These days, I mean, this year I should say has been very lucky for me because I did not expect I'd be getting in, this early into some college as a professor. So I'm very glad about that. And I mean, as I started, it was in the mid of the semester, so it was very hectic. We had a lot of syllabus to cover, and there were like a lot of holidays as well. So my days went by just taking these extra classes and sort of just running to, cover the syllabus. And recently, although we had a break of 15 days, that again was hectic because I just moved out, from my parents' house, and I've got a place for myself now, and it's nothing like as I imagined it to be. I was like, okay, I'll just go out and be myself, do my thing. It's nothing like that. It's really frustrating at times, and I kind of have the second thoughts about like, why did I even move out in the first place? But again, I mean, I think it'll take me some time to adjust to this environment and figure out, systematically how to go about my day. So yeah, worst part is I thought I could watch this Oppenheimer and Barbie and on the first day itself. I was actually hoping that by first day, for sure, I'm gonna go, but that didn't work, and till now I haven't watched both of the movies. So that's very sad actually.
I can vouch for Barbie.
Yeah, Oppenheimer you watched?
No, not yet. I'm still like I have to watch, but I don't have time.
Man, I'm actually avoiding all these memes also. Like, abhi nahi dekhna Barbie. But again, it's a very general thing. I mean, the movies is on. It's not like we'll get any this sort of what do you call spoilers or something. But still, I'm trying to avoid anything related to that topic. Even the articles to read about. So once I watch a movie, only then I can formulate my opinion. So I'm just avoiding all of that. So I hope I get to watch at least by the end of this month.
Have you ever watched a Barbie movie that you really liked?
No, not
Animated
really.
ones? No.
No. It's just the toys in the stores I've seen. Otherwise, none of the movies or this sort of thing.
So, in the 15 days of break, what did you do? Like, what all series were you binging on? Or you?
Series, I kind of started this series called Succession, and it's really good. It's about this family business and how there's this turf within the family for the power. It's a really good series, and I didn't get to finish it because, again, life.
It's understandable.
Yeah, none of the series I could finish, man, actually. I just start and then it's just there.
Same
So, and I was a little bit ambitious about the home decor and setup and everything. I thought I'll start with gardening, and unfortunately, all my plants died. I couldn't take care of them. So, that's another sad
So,
thing that
any
has happened.
one particular character from Succession that stood out to you?
Oh man, okay. I cannot recall the name though, but there is this one character, who always strives to impress his father to get on the good books. But every time he tries, it's just an utter failure. So that kind of disheartened me, no matter how much of an effort he's trying to, put on to get there, but it just doesn't work out for him.
What's the character's
I
name?
forgot the character name. I need to Google, right? Can't
okay.
recall.
It's
Yeah.
It's the the character that stood out, right?
Yeah.
Not the-
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So what's your Spotify playlist been like?
Oh man. Okay. Most of it is okay. I used to listen to this band called Poets of Fall, and I listened to them on loop. But recently, I've been started to listen to this Punjabi songs and all, and like most of it is all Telugu songs. Like basically, I'm a South Indian, so I listen to a lot of Telugu music. But yeah, one band that stands out for me all time is Poets of Fall. So,
Your favorite song from that band?
oh, it's called Carnival of Rust.
Oh, that's a nice name.
Yeah, it's a wonderful song as well. You should listen.
So, what does leisure means to you?
Leisure. I mean, it's kind of tough to answer that. Leisure, it becomes like, see, for the people who are viewing from the outside, they might feel like, okay, I'm partying, I'm chilling, hanging out, but again, that's sort of, it's an obligation, for me. It's not the me time that I always wanted. So although it looks like I'm partying and chilling, but it's really not. But me time is what? Okay. Right now, honestly, that was me time, what I was having there. Okay, I can't say that because I was just preparing for the classes. So I don't know. It's a very tricky question. If I go back home and there's a lot of chores just lying down to be, to be tidied up, I don't know what leisure time actually means. So it's kind of hard to even answer to myself what is me time.
Did you have any hobbies before becoming a
Yeah, I did. I love photography. I used to go around clicking pictures, and then I used to love sketching, and now it's just it just disappeared. I don't know where.
Because of work life.
Yeah, work life and many other things.
Okay. So let's say that you're given a day, you have zero responsibilities, you're 100% free. What
Whoa.
are activities
I would just love to stroll the streets of Delhi.
leisure?
Yes, leisure. Just go out aimlessly without any destination. You don't have to reach somewhere, be there at some point. Just go, just walk and look at the world just passing by, and just make random conversation with random people. Just watch what go by.
Oh, okay. So what is the first idea that comes to your mind when I say about women at leisure?
I mean, I can think of this Pinterest pictures though, where women are just sitting by the window, in their very well decorated
With
room.
the books in the background.
Yeah, books in the background, just sipping tea and just reading a book. So these kind of images come to my mind.
What about real life women, like women in your family? What would be their idea?
I think
of
my
leisure?
mom just takes a nap.
Okay.
It's very sad.
That's also a form of leisure though.
No, it's not pleasure, it's out of exhaustion, She just wants to lie down. So that's all I've seen her do. She just sleeps. She just naps.
So women at leisure is a very different idea.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we see men, you know, they are at their, what is this, that gaming thing? PC,
PC.
whatever, PCS, whatever that thing is, they're at it. And, you know, inherently they don't feel responsible about this household chores. I mean, if I'm even working and even if I have a class tomorrow to teach, I mean, if I have few dishes lying in the kitchen to be washed, I'll be like, isko karke aata hu, then I'll just sit at it. And I don't think men have that, not the urge, at least that something from the inside that, okay, this needs to be done. They just like chill about, you know, all the things lying around. They'll just go about their thing.
So you would say that men have more time at leisure than women?
Of course, definitely. That's out of question. They definitely do. Yeah.
That's it, ma'am. That was a great video. Thank you.
Okay. For a moment, I forgot.